gate tunnel spills them into cold pre-dawn air, out beyond Hask's sealed walls at last. Sarah breathes. Vane does not. He came up from the dark with a level he never swung for and a list of 7 names, and the certainty that at least one of those 7 can read this ground as well as he can. Sarah wants to move. Every instinct says put open ground between them and the tunnel mouth. Vane does not. The chamber behind them held months, old boot prints and a message, and a man who leaves messages expects them read in person. Then he sees it. Far across the broken ground, a figure in a long coat crossing the dark. Unhurried, exact, walking a line only 2 people alive have ever memorized. The corridor's dying signal did not fly to an empty post. No casts. No live marks, no breath louder than the wind. Vane pulls Sarah into a flooded cistern pit and banks his mana to nothing. The same cold discipline that beat the corridor turned on a hunter who taught beside him. The figure reaches the hatch and kneels in the exit chamber's dust, reading it exactly the way Vane would. 2 sets of fresh prints, 1 hour old. The rival's head tilts, almost amused. A gloved hand rises to the lintel and traces the old root sign. I was here first. Like a man greeting his own handwriting. He knows his corridor is dead. He knows who killed it. He does not seem angry. Through a finger-width crack, Vane watches. No face, no voice, but the stance, weight low, shoulders squared to 2 exits at once, is summit-trained. His own drilling, worn into someone's bones. One of his 7. He cannot tell which. The rival does not search the outworks. Instead, a knife point scratches a second sigil beneath the first. Old guild route code, and the figure walks away toward the city, coat snapping, leaving the message hanging in the dark like a hook. They wait an hour in freezing water before Vane moves. Sarah, shaking, asks who that was. He answers with the only truth he has, 1 of 7 people, all of whom he trusted with his life, 1 of whom ended it. They hole up in a ruined watch bastion on the outworks ridge, a shell of stone. Vane's guild once used as a dead drop, defensible, forgotten, and outside every map Hask owns. For now, the war room. Then Vane builds the list. 7 sigils scratched into the tabletop, the personal marks of the 7 climbers who stood on the summit. Vanguard, shield, 2 blades, a scout, a sage, and Dorvan Hask's golden crest, last of all. The logic is ice cold. The mines were laid days after the regression, for a man no one knew had survived. Whoever came back never doubted Vane came back too. The rival knows something about the tower's deal that Vane does not. He turns to the evidence. The black glass fragment from the corridor, half a trap mark, frozen mid-thought. Markcraft has handwriting, anchor side, stroke order, how the key is hidden. This hand anchored left and hid the key inside the detonation line. 3 of the 7 anchored right. Scratch them, for now. Of the rest, 1 ran route. Denial drills until his hands bled. Kale Dreth, his vanguard. In this timeline, already famous, already climbing, the first name on the list. Memory, unwanted, floor 90. Kale's spear holding a collapsing line alone so the others could climb. Vane would have died for that man. 3 months later, on the summit, 7 shadows watched him fall. Kael's was one of them. The plan is surgical. Do not confront, observe. A regressed Kael would leave fingerprints, drills he should not know, routes he should not take, fear of a dead man's name. Watch him for 1 day, and the mask will slip. But Vane cannot enter the city. His body is failing, and the gates hunt his signature. Sarah can. A wall clinic healer with real credentials and a face no crystal knows. She volunteers before he can forbid it. He gives in. The Dawn Pact cuts both ways. Then the rules. Flat and cold, watch from crowds, never twice from the same place, no healing in public, and if anything feels wrong, walk away and never look back. She memorizes everything. Midday. Sarah walks through the wall gate with a healer's pass and a steady pulse. The chalk grids are gone. Something quieter has replaced them. Watchers who do not wear colors and do not write anything down. In a locked study, Dorvan Hask turns the black iron key. The deep drawer holds 1 sealed contract he swore never to use, an outside specialist who hunts what guilds cannot admit exists. He breaks the seal without hesitating. Sarah finds Kyle Dreth easily. The whole guild quarter is his stage. A recruitment parade, a spear form demonstration, a smile for every sponsor. Alive, golden, beloved. Nothing about him says regressor. Nothing about him says victim either. But Sarah's strained sense, tuned to wounds held shut, keeps snagging on the rooftops above the plaza, stone under stress, a presence settled in like a held breath. Someone else is watching Kale Dreth, and has been for hours. In the bastion, Vane finally cracks the second lintel sigil. Old route code, 2 strokes deep, hunting ground claimed. Not a taunt, a boundary marker. The rival is not hunting Vane tonight. The rival is hunting the same 7 names. The pieces slam together, erase the betrayers, and no one alive can name the rival. The easiest of the 7 to find tonight is the one parading in daylight, and Sarah is standing in the blast radius. Vane starts running. Night. Inside Kael's guild compound, the courtyard stones wake. Ember-red glyphs blooming in a lattice. Kael himself once drilled against. He fights it. He is good. He is 20 years too early to be good enough, and the cold open arrives. By dawn, Kale Dreth hangs from his own guild gate, framed and dead trap marks for the whole city to read, not hidden, displayed, a murder staged as an announcement in a language only 2 men speak. Sarah reaches the plaza with the morning crowd and goes cold. The glyph frame around the corpse uses the same grammar as the tunnel mines. Mark, bury, key. Wait. She has seen this handwriting before, an inch from her face. Dwarven Hask arrives with the dawn and reads the residue himself. No gold core, not his anomaly's voice. A second signature, older, crueler, unregistered. He smiles for the crowd and understands, privately, that he has been hunting half the board. Sarah walks out of the city the long way, clean, and reaches the bastion as Vane does. Her report is 3 sentences. His list just got shorter, and the way it got shorter is worse than any answer. He scores Kale's sigil from the table. Not grief. Kale helped kill him. But every dead betrayer is a witness erased, a question Vane can never ask, a mouth that can no longer name the rival. The dead keep secrets perfectly. Now it is a race with 2 finish lines, 6 names left. The rival kills them faster than Vane can investigate them, and each public corpse drags every guild scryer, every hunter, and Dwarven Hask closer to the same patch of dark. Hunting ground claimed. The message meant, stay out of my hunt, ghost. Vane reads it one last time and makes his answer. He will reach the next name first, not to save a betrayer, to catch the knife mid-swing. Across the plaza rooftops, the rival turns from the corpse the city is screaming about, to the crowd. One face from the 100th floor catches the light. Auburn ponytail. Healer's coat. The rival follows her toward the gate and toward Vane.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe!